Still, she was too hot for me. But then the door at the corner store, so I ran on over just to grab the door. I got a number, started chilling, hey, I started buzzing and got her thinking. Now I'm the one she can't live without. I bet that's her right now.
Hey, Don. We'll give it a couple minutes to make sure everybody jumps into the call.
Can you see me?
No, I cannot see you.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll give it a couple minutes. I normally give it about 5 or 7 minutes or so, make sure everybody jumps into the call. And around this time, everybody's like just finishing putting their kids to sleep. So this gives them some time to be able to put their kids to sleep and then jump into the call.
Okay.
So we'll give it a little bit to make sure everybody's jumped in and everybody's good to go.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Now I play a little bit of music, so like kind of gets me in the role of like saying the speech and talking in and giving a little bit more time.
Okay, sounds good.
So I hope you don't mind some 90s music. I've been into, I don't know why, but I've been into Jesse McCartney. And it's like an older song, and everybody thinks it's like, Maria, you're listening to old music. I'm like, this is actually new. I normally listen to 80 music, but I like it. Like, he's pretty awesome.
We had a good turnout tonight at the Fit Club. We had 2 new people.
That is so awesome. So how's the classes going?
Oh, it's going really good. We did the yoga class, and then we added a 10-minute ab to it because they were like, I want something more. We ain't even sweating, you know. And so we did the yoga 30-minute workout, and then we added the 10-minute.
That is so awesome. I'm so excited. It's turning out so well. And especially you, since you stay there and stuff, it gets you a good like base to meet new people, to build relationships, and for people to be able to get a feeling of what it is to work out and to have a community in a place that they can get a free workout and bond with other girls. Like that was like one of my biggest things when I did the Fit Club was that I was going crazy by myself out of the house. And I was like, you know what, this can be a way for me to be able to meet other girls and work out and have fun. And I just wanted to be able to connect with other girls. I was like, I want to connect with other girls that want to live a healthy lifestyle that can help me stay accountable to my goals. And not only that, but just have fun. Like working out, you feel so much better after that. And it's kind of like something you look forward to every single week. It's kind of like, oh my God, I cannot wait to see Trista and Dawn and Ashley and all the girls and just being able to have so much fun. Like, I honestly miss it. Like, it's going to be almost 2 weeks since I've been here and I've been going crazy. I'm like, I need to find myself something to get myself out of the house.
Oh, yeah.
I need to come visit.
Yes, you do, like big time. I'm honestly debating whether or not to find myself either a hobby that I can do outside the house, because this is kind of like a retirement town, so there's a lot of older people in here.
Yeah.
And for me, it's making it really hard because I'm like, I want to meet people my same age, and not even my same age, but at least people who are not in walkers. And I know that's kind of sound bad, but at least people that can move around and, I don't know, let's go hiking, let's go out for a walk. And so I'm having a really hard time with that. But I keep going back and forth about it. So if it comes to worse, I'd probably just find myself a part-time, maybe 2 or 3 hours, like 2 or 3 days a week to be able to get me outside the house and hopefully meet younger people. People my age that I can hang out with and have some friendships over here, because if not, I'm just going to become a house buddy person. And there's so much Netflix I can watch. Like, it's starting to get scary.
Maria, how do you turn the camera on? I can see Casey, I can see you, but
there's on the iPad,
start video.
Yeah, there's like something towards the bottom You can see where it says stop video, start video.
Okay.
There we
Okay.
There
go.
you are.
We can see you.
All nasty.
Oh, it's okay, girl. Like, I took a
I am
shower.
too. I just did my workout.
Yeah, so did I. So
Yeah, like, I did my workout, took a shower, ate dinner, and I'm like, I'm not even fixing myself. Like, this is gonna be real Maria time. And at the end of the day, it's just us girls. So we pretty much, we're all the same. Is Jessica gonna be able to jump into the call? I know she has been going back and forth with her nephew. I know her nephew is stable now, so that was good. So, have you heard anything new about how her sister's doing or anything like that?
Well, she told me, like, I think it was last week that he had, like, a checkup at the doctor. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there wasn't really anything that really stuck out, like, that was that serious. Like, she said he wasn't, like, dehydrated or anything, but he's just not really gaining as much weight as they would like.
Okay. Well, that's the same thing. It's like I actually called her and I checked up on her just to make
Mhm.
sure how she was doing, how her sister was doing, how her little one was doing, because I know she was with her at the hospital too. One of our
Mhm.
coaches, her sister, had a baby and she had it early, so they had it to do pretty much a C-section too because the baby was not moving. So it was like a really big deal. And so far the baby's healthy. He's a baby boy, and he's doing amazing. But we're just keeping an eye on her just because
Yeah.
her and her sister are really close. So we just want to be able to send as much good vibe we can to her and make sure that she knows that she's not by herself, that we're here for her.
good.
So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I don't know if Amy or any other girls are gonna be able to jump into the call. I know Amy's leg. Was she able to show up to the fit club today?
She didn't make it tonight. I
No.
hadn't seen her.
Yeah, I know her leg is still pretty swollen. She's not doing good. So if anybody has a chance, reach out to her, make sure that she's still feeling the vibe of the sisterhood and be like, hey girl, how are
Mhm.
you doing? How's your leg doing? Because I know she's probably tired of hearing from me. So just make sure you
Yeah.
reach out to her and send her some good vibes. So like that she knows that we're here for her and we cannot wait for her to get better and be back full force.
I've been
Mhm.
tagging her in all the pictures and then talking to her when she comments like that.
All right, awesome. Yeah, that's so good. Okay, so pretty much just go over. I made a post on Team Lovingood that I'm actually going to pull it up right now because I won't remember it from on top of my head. I was on a live call earlier today, and I got to find out about all the sales that were going on and everything for promotions that's going on right now. There's a new workout. I got to do the sneak peek. I don't know if you guys have been able to do the sneak peek about it, but the new workout is called 22 minutes hard corps. So everybody inside this workout, they're vets. So
Mhm.
everybody that you see behind, like you know, the workouts, like they're doing the modifiers and they're doing the workout with Tony Horton, that he is actually the creator of this workout. They're all vets, so they're all Marines, Army, Air Force, and it's so awesome. They put all this together to create this workout, and it's kind of like pretty much giving a taste of what it is to be in a boot camp. Tony Horton have gone all around United States and overseas countries training military people workouts and PT and training them to keep working out and pushing their limits. And it just has been a really big thing. Like there's not one person that you talk to in the military that do not know anything about P90X because it has been introduced to their boot camp, to their PT. I know whenever I was teaching PT classes back in Fort Stewart, that was a huge thing when I was teaching Insanity because I incorporated a lot of things from P90X into my classes because that's such a big thing in the military. The awesome thing about this workout, why I'm so like pumped about it, is that a percentage of all the sales, not your commission, but the percentage that Beachbody gets from the sales and all this other stuff is going to be donated to, I think it's called, hold on, I have a note in here. Mission Goes On. This organization is what helps a lot of soldiers to be able to transition from being an active in the military to civilian world. So they help soldiers to be able to find a job and to transition, because whenever going to civilian world, it's such a different environment from that community to the community they go into civilian world, because there's always other things they're not used to. And whenever you're in the military, it's such a, like, everything's laid out for you. The time you wake up, the time you eat, your time that you dress up, time you shower, your time you do anything in the military is all ordered by you. So whenever you go into civilian world, everybody's kind of like free spirit and their heads are everywhere and they're like, what the heck? Nobody got their shit together. Like, what is this? And it can be really hard for a soldier, and not only that, for the family. It can be really hard for the kids, for the wife, because they want to be able to help their husband, but they don't know how to. And it can be really, really hard. So this organization is able to help soldiers. And with P90X, they do a lot of stuff for the Wounded Warrior Project, but they're taking the whole next level and being able to help soldiers to transition to civilian world. So it's really awesome, because anybody that decides to do the 22 minutes hardcore is going to be able to help towards this. The challenge packs are going to be on sale. So right now what that is going to be, the challenge packs that are going to be on sale is the 22 minutes hardcore and Shakeology challenge pack is going to be for $140. It includes a sandbag, March only. So that's going to be like a little special extra thing they're going to be having. 20 minutes.
What?
Includes a sandbag. It's going to be part of the workout. So you're going to put it kind of in your shoulder and put a little bit more weight to you to do the workouts. So it's going to be pretty intense. So people who have done 21-day fix in the past, and people that you know they're pretty badass and that you know they can take workouts to the next level, this will be a good workout for them to do to push themselves to the next level working out. Then the next sale is going to be the 20 minutes hardcore performance challenge pack. And this does not include Shakeology and includes the sandbag also. Then the next one is going to be Pile plus Shakeology challenge pack is going to be $140. Usually the Pile challenge pack is around $160. So a customer who have had injury, knee injury, or anything like that, Pile is a good workout for them because it's low impact and it's low on the joints. So it's pretty much a mix of Pilates and yoga together. This is something that I'm actually starting tomorrow working out, just because I feel that it's going to help me to be able to relax in the mornings and just kind of get centered with myself and really work on flexibility. So that's one of the things that I've been really trying to work on in straining my muscles and my core. The next challenge, the next thing is going to be on sale. It's going to be the Pile Kickstart. What does this mean? That means it's going to be the workout, the 3-day refresh, plus the Shakeology. And it's going to be for $180, and it's usually $205. The next thing that's going to be on sale is going to be the 3-day refresh plus Shakeology challenge pack, and that's going to be $140, and it's usually $160. So those are going to be the sales there are in March going on. So another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys. Today I started day 1 using my Challenger Tracker app. This app honestly is like amazing. I completely love it. This app, I'm able to schedule my whole 21-day posts in advance. So I schedule them to go all out at 8 a.m. That makes my job a lot more easier, because if something happens and I'm traveling with Devin and I don't have no service or anything like that, I can make sure that my post is going to go up to my challengers at 8 a.m. without me having to be in front of my phone or be doing anything else. The only thing I have to do is just check in on the comments and share a little bit about my day, share my pictures of my workouts, and me drinking Shakeology. This app also sends reminder to that customer, to that challenger, saying, hey, you have not logged in your workouts today. So the way how we run our challenge groups is a point system. This is something that I have passed down to my challengers. I have taught my new coaches about it, is that you want to make sure that they're doing their workouts and kind of have a little bit fun about it, having like a reward system. And this is something that I do for a lot of them. Is sometimes I'll give them a pair of leggings or headbands or anything like that. Like that was my winner for my last challenge group, that I was going to bring you in person the pair of leggings, but since I was not able to see you, I'm going to have to mail them now. And I was really bummed by that. I was like, I want to give them to her in person and be able to see her face. And then Devin got that call for work, and I was like, great. So I was like, I guess I just mail it to her, and I just like write a love letter. But besides the point, I'm not going to tell you more about it. You'll see it in the mail. But the thing is that having that point system, a lot of times you just got to trust that they're doing the workouts. You got to trust they're drinking the Shakeology. With this app, they actually can click in, say that I did my workout today, and it requests for them to take a picture. So it's really awesome because you get to see their sweaty pictures. But for me, I took one, and then it actually has 2 circles on the app that I can show it to you guys. And it asks for a pretty much a Shakeology. There's a little circle, and then there's the other circle for your workouts. So see, there's the workout and the Shakeology. And then I click on it, and I'm able to take a picture whenever I'm making my Shakeology, and you can write a note about it. And you as a coach, you can share that picture to the group. So it's pretty much like a little Facebook version, except on an app. So it makes your job a lot more professional, especially whenever you become Emerald. This is like one of the biggest things in your business, is that if you're Emerald and you're hitting Success Club 10, that means you're helping 5 people every single month with a challenge pack, and you're helping them to get started right, to do their workouts, and to pretty much just change their life. Like pay it forward and help them to be the best version they can be. What Beachbody rewards to you for having 2 active coaches under you, they're both drinking Shakeology every single month, and you're having 5 challengers in your business, Beachbody rewards you with customers. That's how I have got my customers from Canada and all around the United States. And this is huge, because whenever you reach out to these people, you're like, hey, yeah, I'm on Facebook, and I add you to a little private group that I have. It kind of sounds weird, because you're like, okay, this random person that I have never met in my life wants me to add them on Facebook, and she wants to add me to her little private group on Facebook. Like, I don't know about that. I don't know this girl. Like, I don't know who she is, so why do I need to have her on Facebook? This app is going to make you sound so much more professional, because this app is created by Beachbody. In this app, you're able to just enter their email and full name, and they will get an invitation to be added to the group. The only way anybody can be entered into that one group that you schedule and set up, if you personally, as the coach, put their email and name in there. So whenever they're logging in, just like Team Beachbody page, they're able to log in. That's how they log into the app. So the app will take them straight up to that one group that the coach has created for them to be part of. Any other way, they cannot be on the Challenger Tracker. That's the only way a customer can be part of the Challenger Tracker app. If a coach puts their name and email whenever they're sending the invite and setting them up. You can go online and type in my challengetracker.com or something like that. Or if not, just Google it, Beachbody, my Challenger Tracker, and it will come up. You log into it just like you do through your Team Beachbody page, and it will guide you step by step how to set it up, how to be able to make an image that will be cute for your challenge group. And it's so amazing, because I only have been doing it for a day, and I was kind of like deciding whether or not if I was going to do the app. I was like, I got everybody already on the Facebook group, and I just made a video on the Facebook group because I have the preseason, and the preseason is whenever I teach them how to go over their book and answer the questions, how to take their pictures and measurements, and all these little videos that I have at the beginning before the challenge group starts. You can actually do them on the app. You can upload videos in there, YouTube videos and everything else. But I didn't start it at first. I kind of started later on the group. I started like on day one of the actual challenge group. I didn't do the preseason. But I thought that was really cool that I was able to do that before the challenge group actually starts. And on this group, it's so awesome because you're able to go in there and make sure and check on them. Like, be like, hey, you have not done your workout. Make sure you log in your workouts. And it's a good way for you to stay in contact with your challengers and keep it professional. And one thing that I have been trying to test on is that I know my posting on Facebook has been kind of everywhere lately, the last couple weeks. But I've been doing a lot of testing and seeing what works and what does not work, what attracts the people that I'm trying to attract and what is not. So one homework that I will have for you guys to do is honestly make a list of what will be that perfect avatar person that you will like to talk to. Who are those people that you would like to attract on your Facebook? Is it professional people? Are they moms? Are they college kids? Are there women? Are there couples? Like, who is the type of people that you want to work with? Me, for example, all my posts is direct towards girls. It's toward girls who have struggles, girls who maybe want to make a little bit extra income to just be able to be financial freedom, to be able to pay school loans, and be able to empower girls to be the best version they can be and to be present in their kids' lives. So that's one thing that whenever I think about my avatar, I try to pitch pretty much myself. And whenever I'm posting, I try to think, what would be one thing that will attract my attention, me personally, when I'm scrolling down Facebook? What will be that one thing that I'll click on and actually take the time on reading? I'm not thinking about everybody on Facebook because I'm not trying to please everybody on my Facebook. The only people that I'm really worried about is the people like me, people that have struggled maybe with eating disorder, people who have gone through divorce, people who have struggled with relationship, kids who has been foster kids before. I'm trying to attract people that have been just like me, people who have struggled with health issues, people who they're ready to make a change to their life and to be the best healthy version of themselves. They're stuck in a place in their life that they're like, you know what, enough is enough. I need to make a change. And somehow, me having that mental mind in my head, I started attracting people that are just like me, people who are hard worker girls who are pretty much badasses and ready to take over the world. And so you have to have that mental thinker whenever you're posting. I said that I was going to be talking about a couple apps that I personally use. And I made a couple YouTube videos there. I actually upload them to Team Lovingood where you can check them out later on your time. One of the questions I've been getting asked a lot is, hey Maria, how do you make your little short videos, workout videos? Honestly, I just record myself when I'm working out. Record myself a little bit, or if I done my workout and I'm like, okay, I need to maybe do a couple of the moves that I did today on the workout. I will remember some of the moves that I did for that day. Hey, Puppy, so cute.
She's attacking me while y'all are.
Oh my goodness, she's so cute. But some of the one of the main apps that I use a lot is Perfect Videos, and it's through my iPhone. I downloaded that app through my iPhone, and I have a video that teaches you exactly how to be able to work this app. This app for me is everything. Like when I'm on the road or I'm editing a video or anything that I want to take off, like if I want to take off the audio of the background of the video or anything like that, I'm able to use this app to be able to help me make it seem more professional, even though I'm just recording it from my phone. I don't have nothing fancy. I don't have like a nice camera and lights set up everywhere when I do my videos. No, I don't. I just open my windows, make sure I have good lighting, and record my videos right behind my couch. I actually move my couch forward so I can record my videos behind of it. And actually set my phone, and it's gonna sound funny. I either now I have a little tripod that I actually got on Amazon. Let me see if I have it near me. I actually got it through Amazon, and it's like one of those flexible ones, and it cost me like $5. And I got it through Amazon, and I'm able to put my phone in that little tripod, and I'm able to put that tripod no matter where. I know Don has seen it on my Fit Club. That's the little tripod that I take with me, and it didn't cost much at all. And then with a little remote control that I have to be able to click play on it, it was like $9. So it was nothing that it was really, really expensive that I use. And then I just make sure that whatever area that I'm doing the video, it has lots of light, natural light, and the videos come out really good. So that can be something that you can think about. It's like, okay, I want to share me doing my workouts. I want to share maybe a picture, because being a coach is about sharing your journey. We're not a salesperson. I want you to get that out of your head. Don't be posting on Facebook being like, oh my God, guys, there's a sale going on and it's this much. Don't do that. If you do that, you more likely are going to hear from me, just so you guys know. So make sure that you're sharing your journey. You're sharing how the workouts make you feel. Why are you doing it? Because whenever you put your why out there, that's going to be the reason why people are going to join you. People are going to do things. They're either going to love the results that you're getting, so they will ask you, oh my God, Dawn, what have you been doing? Like, your results are so amazing. Or, Cassie, oh my God, you have lost so much baby weight. Like, what have you been doing? And you're going to be telling people about your own experience with this workout and why you decide to do it. You wanted to find something that was going to be a healthier option for you, something that makes you feel better. What does Shakeology done for you? Oh my God, my nails are so much better. My hair is growing like crazy. I cannot keep my hair dye on my hair long. So little tiny things like that, that will be my personal thing. That will be something that you can share with those people of your why and what has it done for you. And that's what's going to get you to be able to get those high numbers of Success Club and being able to reach out to so many people is sharing. Sharing is like the biggest thing. And one thing that I get a lot is like, hey Maria, how many posts should I make on Facebook or anything like that? You should do at least 3 times a day, without a doubt. Like, it doesn't matter how busy you are. If you're sick, throwing up, you got a fever, keep it foul pictures on your Facebook. Like, not your Facebook, but on your phone. I got so many selfies on my phone, it's ridiculous. But what I do when a day that I feel like, you know what, I really don't want to take a picture today, I really don't feel like it, I go back to my camera, I'll choose a picture, and then I'll be like, ooh, I look cute in this picture. I have not posted this picture on Facebook. I'm going to post that. Once I post that picture, I'll write something about it. In the mornings, normally I like to do something inspirational or motivational. Posts like this, the good time to post is around 7 to 9 a.m. This is the time that a lot of moms and girls are waking up early in the morning trying to get their kids ready for school or waking up to go to work. And this is a good time for me to make that morning post. But you got to think about, what is that person that you're trying to reach out to? Do that person wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning? Does that person wakes up at 7 o'clock in the morning? Then you do your morning post around that time. Then I try to do a second post about workout or nutrition, sometime around noon or 3 o'clock, between noon or 3. That's like my little window gap. About a new recipe that I made or a workout that I'm doing or anything like that. I like to post around some time of day. That if you're working, that is completely fine, because guess what? The people that are just like you are working during that time too. So post that after you get off work. Post a recipe that you saw or something that you saw on Pinterest. You're like, oh my God, that looks so good. And post it on Facebook and you're like, oh my God, I would love to try this out. Or Post a picture of you, like something about your day, something personal or something about you. Then around 7 to 9 p.m., that's whenever you do the call out to action post. This is the post that if you're doing a workout and you're telling people, hey, something about you like, hey, this workout is so amazing, I love it, or say a little about your workout, or you're doing like an event, like, hey, I got a challenge group coming up, who will be interested in joining me, and hold me accountable to do this workout. And there's a lot of scripts that you can go into Team Lovingood. Well, it tells you the call out to action, like a post for coaching opportunity or challenge group coming up. And it kind of gives you an idea of how to be able to make those posts. But those posts are really good around 7 to 9 o'clock because that's the time where a lot of people are having dinner. In our generation, whenever they're having dinner, what do? They get on their phone. They get on Facebook. They scroll through Facebook. And they're going to see that one picture that is going to pop out to them. What's one good app to be able to use from your phone that you're able to make one of those pictures pop out? The app that I use personally is called is Ronna. It's RHONNA. This app did cost me, it was like $1.99. But this app, I'm able to put our Team Lovingood logo on it. I'm able to make the little circles on the side. I'm able to put little bars and make the picture look really cute. And if I have a picture like in the morning, I want to put like a little quote that I saw on Pinterest because people are going to relate to you. There's a lot of Pinterest pictures on Pinterest and they have little really good quotes and you're like, oh my God, this will be perfect to post on Facebook. Guess what? A lot of people have seen that same quote, that same image, probably 100 times. So it's not something new to them. But whenever you put a picture of yourself and you're smiling and it's you, and you put that little quote, like right now, I'm sitting here, you see my white wall behind me. I can put a little quote right in this section in here saying, hey, you can do anything if you set your mind into it. People are going to like it. One, because I'm in the picture, I'm smiling, I'm being cute, and there's a cute quote right beside me. And they're going to read that quote and they're going to be like, oh my God, Marie, you're so inspirational. How did I get that inspiration to make that quote? To Pinterest. But it took me maybe 2 minutes to get on this app and just type in that same quote and post it up on Facebook and people can relate to me and they can see me. So it means a lot more. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I have actually a form that I will give you guys where you can actually have, let's see, I downloaded it. It's actually on my, let me see if I can pull it up for you guys really quickly. And this app pretty much helps you to kind of find out what is the type of person, like find out a little bit more about you and find out a little bit why you do the things that you do. And okay, here we go. Avatar training. And this actually got the idea out of it through TED. I don't know if you guys have actually listened to TED before, but it's kind of like a TV show type of thing, and you're able to look it up on YouTube. And it's just really inspirational because it talks about so many things, and it's really amazing. But let me see if I can pull this up, and I'll share my screen with you guys for you guys to be able to see it and get a better idea of what I talk about avatar training. And you guys can actually print this out and take some time to really dig into it. Like, think about it, because as coaches, you're going to learn so much new things about you. Like, we start growing as a person, and we're doing this workouts and we're doing all these other things. But whenever we actually sit down and we get to learn ourselves and we get to learn about us, it means so much more, because you the business just clicks out for you. Like, you learn about yourself, you know more about you as you start growing as a leader, as you start helping people. You really want to get in touch why you do things, because me being the type of person that I want to help so many people, and I always want to say yes, and I want to have the heart to help people, I'm going to attract people that are just like me. They're going to be always helping people and always a giver, always being there for people. Where there comes to a time that you really need to focus on what you really want to do. Like, your Facebook posts have to be created just towards this one thing, because if you're trying to help so many people, you might attract people that you really don't click with at all. And you want to be able to work with people that you click with, that you can inspire, that you're not going to feel like you're pulling your hair when you're working with this person. Or, for example, if I have somebody in my challenge group that is a person that is going to be, and if I offend you guys, I'm really sorry, but I got to be blank. That's the type of person I am. I'm pretty upfront. But if I have a guy in my challenge group that is like, oh my God, like, it's so hard to be me. Like, I don't want to pick up weights because weights are going to make me look like a man. That type of girl, I do not want to work with. I'm going to be pulling my hair, and I'm going to be like, are you serious? Weights are not going to make you look manly, are going to tone you up and going to make you better. So I need to find out things that I like and things that I don't like. Because if I want to track people that are like me, then I got to post like me. I cannot be pleasing everybody out there, because there's only one of me, and I like to take care of myself. And I don't want to put myself in a situation when I'm working with somebody that is not like me, and we're just going to clash. And it's going to make my job a lot more harder. So you really want to focus of who will be your ideal customer. So in here, there's a couple questions about your belief, your lifestyles, your hobbies, your interests, and really find out a little bit more about you. And I will be posting this to our Team Lovingood page. So like that, you guys can download it, print it out, and sit down and kind of write it down. You don't have to share with me. If you want to, we can go over it together. That is completely fine. But here we're really, it's going to get you a little bit more like thinking more about yourself and who will be the ideal challenger, the ideal girl boss in your team to be able to help you. Your life beliefs, your favorite books, blogs that she follows, magazines that she reads. What are her guilty pleasures? Like, my guilty pleasure is Netflix and chocolate and pizza. I love pizza. So those will be a customer that I can relate with. Somebody who loves pizza, who loves Netflix, and oh my God, loves wine. I got to add wine to it. So that's one of my guilty pleasures. Who does she idolize? And there's a lot of questions in here, guys. So it's really gonna open your mind and find out more about you. What is she saying to herself in her head? Like, it's really gonna dig deep. Like, some of this question might be hard for you. Like, for me, one of the biggest things was what is some of her fears. And I really had to think about myself, because I had to think about what are my fears personally and write it down. My fears will be of not being able to help as many people as I want to. My fears of failure. My fears of pretty much not being accepted by who I am. And there's things that whenever you're writing down, that you're gonna have to be honest to yourself. What are your fears? Another fear that I have is not being able to juggle everything. That I will put too much on my plate, and it will come to a point that will be not enough. And me knowing that, I gotta work on that on myself. I need to work on self-love, and I need to work on time management, and I need to work on balancing life. Because if I don't take care of myself first, I'm not going to be able to take care of anything else. So despite of how many emails I have, how many phone calls and voicemails, There's going to be times that I'm going to have to mute my phone, mute everything else, and make sure I get my workout in. Everybody else can wait. My family matters more to me, so I'm going to make sure I have dinner with Devin and Penny. I cuddle up with Penny for at least a couple hours. Once I'm done with that, I will get back to work. But this matters more to me. And whoever is my customer, whoever is my challenger, those are the type of people that I want on my team, people who are going to be understanding of things like that. If it's going to be somebody who's not going to be understanding and they want me 24/7, well, guess what? I'm not the coach for you, because I'm not going to be glued to my phone 24/7. My family matters to me first, because the reason I do this is for me to be able to be more present on my family's life. So those are the type of things that you really got to think about whenever you're posting, and how important it is for you to set those hours in your business and let people know how you work your business and how you do things. So whenever you're posting, post like you're talking to yourself. Don't post like me. Don't post like another girl on this team, because right now, Dawn or Cassie or Jessica, you're going to be posting about your kids. Guess what? I don't have a kid. I got a fur baby. I can post about Penny all day long. I might like drive crazy everybody on my Facebook. They're like, oh my God, this girl is like a crazy cat lady. It's okay. I'm a crazy cat lady and I love my cat. But that will be the type of person I'm going to attract. I'm going to attract people who have pets, who love animals, who have a good heart. Why? Because that's something that we have in common. So you're going to be able to post about your kids, maybe a recipe that is family friendly, something that is healthy for you, and that your kids and your husband is going to be okay eating it without not being like, oh my God, you brought again rabbit food to the house. Like, are you serious? So that can be something you're posting to show other moms that like, hey, I'm eating healthy. I'm putting an example for my family, for my kids that are looking up to me to say, hey, if mommy can do it, then you can do it too. You can do anything you set your mind into. Is it hard? Yes, it's damn hard. Mommy's getting up every 5 o'clock in the morning to get this workout done. But I'm doing it because I want to be here longer, not only for myself, but for my kids too. So whenever you're posting on Facebook, you have that meaning. You share that. You share like, hey, I got my ass up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do this workout. You know why? Because I matter. Because my family matter. And I want my daughter to have me her life longer. And whenever somebody's reading that, another mom who's reading that, it's going to hit her to core hard. And they're going to reach out to you. Or whenever you reach out to that person, inviting them to your challenge group, you're like, hey, girl, I got a challenge group coming up, and it made me think about you. Let me know if you like more information about it. And that girl reach out to you, say, oh, my God, I read that post you posted the other day, and it just hit a chord with me hard. I've been praying about this for months. And whenever I saw that post, it was like a sign hit to me. And that's why it's so important whenever you're posting, whenever you're making your pictures with the quotes and your little videos that you do, for you to have in mind of that person that you're trying to attract to, that person that you want to send a message to. Because they might not be ready today, but their situation might change a couple months down the road. When I first started coaching, I didn't want to work the business at all. I just wanted a discount. I was a broke-ass college student. And I could not afford Shakeology, but I wanted to drink it because it was good. It was saving me money, but I wanted to save more money. So I signed up through Beachbody, a random coach that I didn't know. He was 56 years old. So down the road, this opportunity somehow I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it work. I'm going to work this business. I have gone through a divorce. I had no job. I college dropout, and my situation changed. So I think about that one person, it might be a year down the road. Her situation might change. She might want to work out now. Maybe she wants to work the business now. Maybe she's struggling with Christmas. Maybe she's struggling with her school. She's not able to pay for her books. Maybe it's a mom who has so many credit card bills that she cannot afford getting her kids what they really, really want. So this can be a tool that I can use to be able to help that mom to be able to make that Christmas happen for her kids. For that mom to be able to pay those credit cards bills. for those kids to be able to pay for the books. So when I talk about Beachbody on Facebook, I'll let people know about it. I'll make like little videos me talking about why do I do Beachbody? Why did I join coaching? It's not because of workouts. No, this is a tool for me to be able to pay it forward and help people. So make sure whenever you're posting, you're sharing that. You're sharing why you do things. And whenever we have coaches, we got amazing trainings. We got a whole entire system for them. Why? Because me as a coach, I was like, I want to become the coach that I did not have. I want to give the tools to my team for them to be successful in their business. So what did? I worked my ass off to get all this training done for you guys and create a system that works, and for you guys to be able to duplicate everything that I have done, so it makes your life a lot more easier. And that's what I focus on my whole entire day on, is on that. I think about you guys. I think about my team, because my team is my family. So a couple of things that I went over. I went over apps. I went over my calendar tracker. I went over posting today. I know today it was kind of everywhere type of call, but I just have a lot of stuff to go over. I went over the, oh, I forgot, podcast. That's another thing. The podcast, for a lot of coaches, I've been getting questions about, hey, Maria, I missed the wake-up call on Monday. I'm working. I don't have a way to be able to go in and listen to the wake-up call from Team Beachbody. On the podcast, it's a little, I don't know if you guys can see it, that little purple app right in there. It's called Podcast. You're able to download that to your phone and look up the podcast called Team Beachbody Coach Podcast. On this podcast, you're able to listen to all the recordings of Beachbody calls. So all the recordings are in there that you're able to listen to them. Me personally, I don't know when was the last time I listened to the radio when I was driving. I'll be honest. Whenever I'm making long drives all the way to Blue Ridge and all the way back home, I got my podcast connected to my Jeep, and that's what I'm listening to. I'm listening to my podcast whenever I'm doing laundry. Whenever I'm doing the dishes around the house, I put my little headphones on. I'm in the zone. I'm listening to these things, and it gets me tips of how to become a better leader. Another good app that I do for personal development, and this is like towards me, is called Audible. I have shared my account with a couple of coaches. I do not mind sharing them with other coaches so they can listen to some of the books that I listen to. Just make sure that you don't purchase anything if I share my Audible with you, because I am paying for the books. But in Audible, pretty much you're able to pay a monthly fee of $15 every single month, and you're able to download one book a month for free. So that means I get a book free every single month. And some of these books are like $30 or $25, and I only pay $15 for it. So it's a really good way. Me personally, it helps me to listen to a book better than reading, because whenever I'm reading English, there might be words that I don't know the meaning about them, but whenever I listen to them, I understand it better than whenever I read it. So that's one of the reasons why I do Audible. If you're a book person and you like the pages, then that's completely fine. You're able to purchase books through Amazon, and there's a lot of sales that go on Amazon for personal development books. They'll be really cheap. But Audible is one thing for me, because I'm a really busy girl. So be able to listen to something while I'm doing something else around the house helps me, because I feel like I'm multitasking. I'm like doing dishes, I'm getting stuff done in the house before Devin comes back from work, so that I can pass time with him and get things done around the house. But at the same time, I'm really getting my personal development, because personal development helps you to be the leader that you want to be. And I will also post an image of some of the books that I recommend of reading of personal development on our Team Lovingood page. So make sure you go in there, and I will put the avatar training, making notes about it, post, and I will post a image of some of the personal development books that I read. Do you guys have any questions for me? Something that you guys would like for me to address? I know this is kind of like the last month topic call. So the last month of the call is whenever I pretty much just talk to you guys and go over a couple things and things that I've been wanting to talk to during the month. So this is like my time that you guys to have me your full attention and get to ask me anything you guys want.
With that, the video app, I noticed there were two different versions. There was a paid version and a free version, and they both seemed like the same thing.
Pretty much the difference between them is the non-paying version, it has the logo in it.
Oh.
And not to have that logo from the app, to be able to take it off of it. And I think another good thing, whenever you pay for it, you're able to speed your videos if you want to do it really fast. You know how you see some of my videos that I'm going like crazy fast?
Yeah.
I sound like a chipmunk in the back. And you can listen to like Autumn, and there's going, and do 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's going really fast. That's how I speak. Like, I'm able to speed my video for me to be going really fast. And that's one of the pros whenever you pay for it. I know it's a little bit pricey. It's like $5 and something. But, hey, you work with what you have. If you need to get the free app, you work with a free app. You're not going to get over here to where I'm at overnight. It takes time. So you work with what you have right now. Like, right now, what I have is an older version of the phone. What do? I work with this older version of the phone. When I first started working the business, I had a phone that was completely cracked. Like, it was shattered. And there's actually a video on YouTube where you see my phone and it has like tape all around it, because I had dropped my phone and the glass was like falling apart, and I didn't want my iPhone to fall apart. So what I did was I grabbed clear tape and I taped my phone around so like that the glass will not fall apart. Was it ratchet? Was it ghetto? Yes, it was. But you know what? I made it work with what I had. And whenever I started saving up with my Beachbody income, I was like, okay, this goes towards my school loans. This little money, I'm saving up to the side. This little money, I'm saving up to the side. So every single week, I took a little bit of money out to the side until I had enough. And I went and bought me a new phone. And oh my goodness, do I love that phone. I'm like, oh, I got a phone and it's not cracked and it's awesome, it's pretty, and I'm gonna put a case on this phone this time, and I'm not gonna drop it. Yes, I have dropped it 100 times, but this case has been really, really good to me. Sorry guys, I keep talking really fast. But if you need to get a free app, go for it. Get a free app. Work with what you have until you get to that point and you're able to purchase the other one. Just make them short. Remember, a Facebook video, nobody's going to watch anything that is longer. Like if it's a workout, maybe like a minute. But honestly, try to keep it around 15 seconds to maybe 35 seconds. On Instagrams, it's only 50 seconds. And going about this, there's lots of social media out there. There's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's Pinterest, there's so many things out there. Stick to what you're good at. Is Facebook where you have most of your friends? Stick to Facebook. If you like Pinterest, stick to Pinterest. Don't go crazy trying to figure everything out and be like, oh my God, I need to do Instagram, and I need to do Pinterest, I need to do Facebook, I need to do a live page, I need to do all this other stuff. Stick to one thing and then add maybe another thing to it. Like for me, I'm really good on Facebook and I got Instagram. These are my two things. In Instagram, I pretty much post everything that I do on my life. So it's kind of like a double thing. And you'll learn more about it for like Dawn. You'll learn more about this on the training where I go over social media, and there's a video that I made just for this topic. But just stick to what you're good at. If you're good at taking pictures, take selfies. If you're good at making a little short video, then do a video. If you like writing big thing on Facebook, like a novel, then write a novel. If you're good at just putting a video and record yourself talking and you feel comfortable with that, do that. I know my very first video, I was goofy. It was not pretty at all. But I have got better as time goes by. I have got better at taking my pictures. I have gotten better about things like this, and I hope that I can teach you what I have learned to you for you guys to do it a lot more faster than it took me to learn it and figure it out. So that's like my biggest thing. And my goal is, since I'm home and I got a lot of time in my hand, is to make around 2 to 3 videos a week and post them up on my YouTube page on Maria Lovingood. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube videos, and I'll be posting constantly videos in there about different topics with Beachbody and different tips to be able to help you grow your business, because that's what I want to focus this year on. Is I have worked the business for 1 year. I've been able to make a full-time income. So now my second year, I want to focus on helping my coaches to be able to make a full-time income and reach their goals. Some of the coaches on the team might have different goals than I do. My goal is to be able to build 6-figure income. Somebody on my team might be like, hey, I just want to have accountability and stay healthy and have people that can hold me accountable and maybe have a little bit extra money to be able for vacation. I know for Cassie's goal is to be able to have her husband quit one of his jobs because he's working 2 jobs right now. So that can be something we focus on this year. So everybody has different goals, and I want to be able to help everybody get there and make it happen. Any other questions you have, Cassie?
It's kind of not a question, but kind of, I guess, if that makes sense. I'm upgrading to a new phone hopefully next week when my taxes get in. And I'm thinking about creating a video of me completely destroying my iPhone 4S. Like, I'm so frustrated with it. Like, it's really been holding me back. And I'm going to try to not, like, have, like, a negative aspect to it, but, like, I figured that would be something different.
Hey, if that's what you feel like doing, you go for it. But just make sure that you have like a meaning behind of it and not be like a mad woman.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, screw you for like not letting me do my videos.
You can make it cute, like something like that. Everything that you post have to have a meaning behind it. Don't just post something just to post. Like,
yeah,
every single post that I have has a meaning behind it. I don't just post a random thing on Facebook. Facebook is my base for my business. Facebook used to be my place to be able to stalk people and look up other people. Now it's my place to grow a business and to build relationship with people. So,
Were you right there, Maria?
do what?
I have a question for you about that.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty private about my kids' pictures and stuff like that, and the people on my Facebook are just family and friends. So when you start adding people into this mix, what is your thoughts on, it's not going to do me any good to create another business Facebook because that's not where my people are. So how do you handle that? I mean, if it's people that are just like the people I already know, that's one thing. But when Beachbody starts throwing people out there for you, would you strictly keep them on the app and not Facebook? Or how are they going to, like, how would you mix and mingle that without bringing total strangers into my life?
That's one of my biggest fears when I first started coaching about, oh my goodness, I'm going to be having a bunch of strangers on my Facebook. I do have a like page, and the like page is where I have like my workout stuff and everything else. I have Heather. Heather is actually a doctor, and she has a made up last name for her Facebook. So like that's some of her clients at work cannot find her. But when it comes to your Facebook, just be yourself. Like,
I can really relate to Dawn.
yeah. And
I
go
I
ahead.
try to like rarely use my kid's name. Like I've heard a lot of like I'm really paranoid about like sharing my kid's name and like where we live. Like it's just a good security measure, and also with some of your new friends, you can click like that they're an acquaintance, and you can also kind of filter like who can see like certain posts. Like I've got like a negative Nelly. Like there are some kinds of posts that I really don't want her to see, so it's like I'll pick and choose who can see it.
And I'll actually make a video about this and be able to target more about it. I know there's different ways that you can pretty much filter things on Facebook. So people like not everybody can see your stuff. Like only friends of friends can see this album, or only family can see this album, or have this album to be private. I'll do a little bit more research about this just because it's a topic that me personally have not been faced with. I pretty much keep anything that I don't want people to see off my Facebook. For example, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but a lot of my sorority pictures and stuff like that, some of them I just took them out just because I didn't want people to see them. Or, but when it comes to family and stuff, I don't just add anybody to my Facebook. I don't just add any strange person that I don't know. I don't go on Facebook going to strange people and adding them to my Facebook. I pretty much, whenever I'm adding somebody new to my Facebook, is because I may have gone to, let's say, one of my sorority sisters, Carmen, and I went to her friends. And you know how Facebook tells you people that you might know? And if it's somebody that I either have class with in college or have known in person or went to high school with them or something like that, I'll send them a friend request and be like, oh my God, girl, it has been so long since I've seen you. What's new? Or need to cash up or something like that, I'll add them. For my new customers, I talk to them on the phone before I even add them to my Facebook to kind of get a feeling of them. I do get some guys. I personally don't want to work with guys. So I pretty much, my case is different because I have Devin and he helps me work with the guys. So if at any moment I see somebody that might have put a comment that I don't like on my Facebook post or anything like that, I block their ass. I don't even think twice about it. Just because I don't need that on my Facebook. I don't need that on my social media. And on whenever you have a new customer through Beachbody, you're able to email them through Beachbody. And that's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes those people will contact you back. Sometimes they don't at all. Like I have customers that have ordered over $600 things, and that has been my commission out of their orders. And have I ever talked to them? No. I send them an email reaching out to them, but they never reply back to me. But they're still buying things, so I'm still getting the commission out of it. So I'm not complaining because it's nothing that I work for. It's something that Beachbody's rewarding me because I'm building a team and because these are people who have purchased their things through the TV. So they saw Insanity commercial late at night at home. They made their purchase through the TV. And Beachbody reward me as a coach, being like, hey, these people made this purchase through the TV, so I'm giving you the commission out of it. Help them get the best results. I'll have an email exactly of a script that is on Team Lovingood for you to reach out to that person, to that customer, saying, hey, I'm your coach. Let me know if there's anything that I can help you with nutrition or fitness or anything like that. I just want to make sure that you get the best results. They might reply back to you. They might not. And if they do, that means they really want to work on their on themselves to be the best version they can be about them. And I keep it really professional. I have a form that I have them to fill out. And I kind of get a feeling of who they are. And you'll make that decision. You make that decision whether you add them or not. But the app will be a good place to add them to. And if this won't be one person that you think it will be somebody that you can relate with, that you think they will be an amazing coach, then you have them on your Facebook. But besides that, then don't. This is your business. You choose to who you want to work with and who do you want to have in your Facebook and who you don't want to have on Facebook.
So as Cassie said a while ago, you could actually have the new people that you don't really know as acquaintances.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll still, be able to see certain things. But then if I post Christmas pictures, it's friends only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Friends and family. So there's a little, you know how whenever you have a Facebook, you're able to post in this, it has like privacy on it.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you click on it, you're able to put accept so-and-so who cannot see this, or only friends can see this, or only family can see this.
Right.
And only those people are able to see your post. Nobody else is able to see it. So there's a lot of tricks with Facebook. I will make a video about different tips on Facebook, how to be able to keep your privacy secure.
I think that would be good.
While y'all were talking about the security, I recently had an experience. There was somebody that I thought I knew that added me, and I was like, okay, she's friends with so-and-so and so-and-so. And I was like, I'll just add her. And then not long after, I found out that she was like an It Works seller. And she basically tried to poach off of my Facebook friends. So I completely blocked her and everything. And then I recently figured out how to basically make my friends list like to where people can't just, look up who all I'm friends with.
That's one thing you can do. Honestly, the way how I see my business is, it's about building relationships. It's about people knowing me. And if you decide to join some other business, some other quick fix or another coach, then you go for it. Then you're not the type of person I want on my business. You're not the type of challenger that I want. Because the way how I run the business is all about based on relationships. You get to know me, I get to know you.
Yeah.
And I want these challengers to know what they're getting out of it. Like, I try to run a community where whenever you lose 1 pound, I'm cheering you on. Like, we're this together. If you think a wrap will be your thing and you want to do a wrap, you want to do a bunch of shake and pills and all this other stuff, you knock your socks off. Whenever you're ready to work out, live a healthy lifestyle, work in your nutrition, and fuel your body with the right things that it needs for you to be healthy, I will be here.
I would like to ask you, like whenever I've been reviewing some of the links off of the welcome email, it takes you to certain videos that are different connections through Beachbody. Is it offensive to you for someone to add different people in the Beachbody Club to where that you can see different posts and different options that they use? Do you consider that offensive, or do you welcome that?
Like, what do you mean?
Like on the welcome email, when you go and watch videos from different people, they throw out 3 or 4 well-known names that's actually in the business. And like one of them was on like starting the business of how to edit pictures and different things like that. And that's all come from the welcome email link.
Mm-hmm.
That frowned upon, like adding somebody that you just knew, that I personally just seen the name through the Beachbody or a connection like that? Or do you welcome stuff like that? Like a person that if they threw out there the name, the lady that's over your team that's above you. And if she threw out 3 or 4 names that said, hey, you know, they have good videos and good editing of video, blog
Like,
like that, how do you look at that? Do you look at that surrounding yourself in that type of environment gives you better ideals, or
like for me to look up these other people, or like,
for
Say
like,
if I wanted to add let's see, like if I wanted to add Anita Myron
mhm.
on Facebook, like to basically see what kind of things she posts. Like,
Some of these people won't add another Beachbody coach just because they're trying to keep their Facebook. Like with me, I try to keep my Facebook only for my clients, for my team, and for my friends and family. So one thing you can do, you can follow them. There's a thing on Facebook. You know how there's a little box and it says add friends, and then there's another one next to it and it says following. You're able to follow these people. You're able to see their posts and everything else, and you can look up their things. There's so much YouTube trainings, videos. Brittany Leggett, she's amazing. I've been actually talking to her back and forth just because I did meet her in person in Las Vegas and in Nashville. So we kind of became friends through that. And she's a military wife. And I used to be a military wife. So I've been talking to her back and forth, and she actually suggested me to make lots of YouTube videos. And she kind of gave me a little bit guidance and going towards that. So that's going to be my goal, to make a lot of YouTube videos. But she makes a lot of good videos. Thomas Caleb, he makes a lot of good videos on YouTube. And as a coach, there's so much things out there. You just have to Google it and look it up. But I don't want you to look up too much other coaches and kind of look at them and be like, oh my God, I need to be doing that. Or, oh my God, her life is so perfect. Or, I need to post like her. Don't do that. That's like suicide.
right.
Post like you and be you. Post your 3 posts. Focus about your life, because their life is their life and yours is yours. So just because like Anita Myron, she's pregnant, she's going to be posting about her pregnancy. I'm not pregnant, so I'm not going to be posting about things like that. So I'm going to be posting about what's going on in my life. My life is I do my workouts in the evening whenever Devin gets home, because he wants to work out. And I'm not going to get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to work out with him, because he goes to work at 5 a.m. So I post about how my life is and the things that I do. So that's going to attract people, because it makes it more real than some magazine person or somebody on the TV or somebody who is up there and blonde hair, long, and everything else. People are going to relate to you because you're you, and they know who you are and where you come from and all the things that you have done. And the people that you meet in the future, like through the Fit Club. Like I met you, Dawn, at the Fit Club. I never knew you in my life before, but you got to know me. You got to get a feeling of how I was in person. You got to get a feeling of me how I was on Facebook. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to go with this girl. I'm going to ask a couple questions. First, you were like, I don't know if I'm going to do it, but what did I say? Do you trust me?
Yeah.
And there was something on me that was real to you, and you're like, this girl is real. She's legit. She has a passion, a good heart about it, and I trust her. And I'm going to go with it. I was like, you think this 21 day fix and dumb portion container, colorful containers that you keep talking and bragging about, if that's what it works, then I'm going to do it. I don't know if it's going to get me results, but I trust you, because I've been going to the Fit Club and you make me sweat and you make me sore and all this other stuff, so I'm going to do it. So guess what? You did it and you got results, and you're like, hey, this actually really works. She was right. So then you even build a stronger relationship with me, because you knew that I was there for you. And throughout the whole entire journey, I asked you questions and you asked me questions, and we stood in track. I give you feedback. I check the emails, and I'll be like, oh my God, girl, your results are so amazing. I'll send you a picture of side by side. What did that mean to you when I did stuff like that?
Right. It's very important that you get on a personal level. You
Yes.
know,
Mhm.
I think Cassie and I are both, we're not looking to mimic anybody else because we're definitely not like the most.
Yeah.
but but just to kind of, the following is a great idea because
Yeah.
you can just take a look and go, oh, okay, I see that that's something a little different, you know.
Mhm. And
Um,
that's where the wake up calls through Beachbody are so important because these are all top Beachbody coaches or on the wake up calls. So they're all just like us who started a business, have been able to create a six-figure income, are some of them are in the millionaire club, some of them have been able to make it happen in 2 years, build a six-figure income in 2 years, have been able to build relationships with people. They talk about their tips of how to be legit and actually have a calling in building meaningful relationships. And they'll give you their tips of how they were able to do that. Like with Melanie Mitro, she has been a top Beachbody coach for 2 years in a row. Where did she start it? On fit clubs. She
wow.
started building relationships, and her fit club was at the church. They used to meet at the church once a week, and they used to just work out. And that was like her thing because she's really into the community, into the church. She was um, part of the parenting t-shirt conference or whatever you call that with the school because she has boys, and that was her. She was into the community, so she started building relationships through that, and people knew her for being her. Lacey Matway, she used to be a bartender who honestly, she had a 3 year relationship. Her boyfriend dumped her, so she actually had a nightstand with a cook at her restaurant, got pregnant, and that's how her whole entire life started with Beachbody. She wanted to, her daughter was born with a lot of brain problems and everything else. Then he said that her daughter was going to make it. She was debt to like pass her head with medical bills over $100,000. And she was faced with Beachbody to be able to lose her baby weight. And then she was like, what if I can help people doing this so like that I don't have to bartend and I can be here with my daughter at home? Guess what? She's a millionaire now, building six-figure income. And the guy who was a cook, they're married, they're amazing together, and they have built a strong relationship with God. So she'll talk about things like that and about where she used to be to the person who she's now. She used to be a bartender. Now she is a successful businesswoman.
Hmm.
She dropped out of high school, dropped out. She never did college or anything like that. So you see all the different type of coaches there are there. Anita Maron, she used to be a DJ, a party girl. Now she's a home mom with pregnant now. She has a daughter, has a husband. Her husband pretty much made her want to be a better person and get her life straightened out. And there's different type of coaches. There are coaches who have been moms. There are other coaches who are military wives, like Brittany Leggett. She's a military wife. She used to be a nurse, quit nursing, and now she does coaching full time. And the reason she did this was because with the military, you're constantly always moving. So she was like, how in the world am I able to pay for the school bills, try to get away from the debt, and still be able to be here for my husband and be a supportive wife and still have a career and help people without not having to worry that, hey, we might move next day. And I might not be able to find a job or stuff like that. So that was like one of her fears. So there's different type of coaches out there. And just get inspired about it. Listen to the wake up call. That will get you some names of people that you can follow and look up to. If you go into our albums on Team Lovingood, you'll see some images that actually use a snipping tool, and I took a picture of their posts and I posted in there so you guys can have an idea of some of the coaches that I follow, and they're just amazing. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I had another question. What if you have people who say, I don't want to wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks for a challenge group. I really don't care. Another question would be, I really don't care anything about accountability. I just want to do the shakes and do the workout. What's your reply to stuff like that?
That's completely fine if you want to do it by yourself. Just know that if you have any questions or anything like that, I'm here to help you. And I'll follow up with them maybe towards the second week and check how they're doing. Be like, hey girl, how's the workout going, or anything like that. And kind of just check on them so they know that I'm here for them. But at the same time, I'm not going to be pushing an accountability group if they don't want to do that. And sometimes I have people that are like, oh my God, I completely slacked. So what was this accountability group you were talking about? And then they decide to join. So I always leave it up to the challenger. And whenever I'm talking to them on the phone, I let them know how I run my challenge group and how important they are to me. And I'll leave them up to them. I'll ask them, like, whenever I was talking to you, Don, I ask you, does this sound like something you'd be interested in doing? Does this sound good to you? These questions make that person make this decision where they want to be at and what do they want to do. Because it's not about you, it's about them. And everybody is different. Some people like to just get their workouts in the Shakeology and do it by themselves and figure it out their own. That's completely fine. And you're going to have people that are going to be like, hey, you're giving accountability, I want in, I'll do anything you tell me, I'll follow you. And then you have other people that are kind of like, they're leaders, they're taking charge of it, they're shaking in, they want to do everything the way how it goes. Like with you were to a T. You're filling out the containers, you were doing the meal plan, you're doing the pictures and everything else. I'm going to have people that will check into the challenge group every single day, but never send me their progress pictures or measurements. That's completely fine. You won't just get those 3 points every single week. And the people that actually do the things the way how it is, I'll reward those people for working so hard and going the extra mile.
I do want you to add me, if you will, to this next challenge group.
Okay, I will. And Cassie's actually going to be the one running the training group starting next Monday. So you'll get to know Cassie a lot better. I pretty much try to break things down to coaches for them to build up leadership and for them to get a taste about it. And I'll be part of the training group with her too, but we'll be running it together. So like that, she gets an experience about it. So as she starts building her team, it becomes more easier for her. So it's kind of like, it's a fun thing we girls do. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and end this call. Remember that, make sure that you're hitting Success Club if you want to be able to have a one-on-one call with me. I'm going to be starting that in March because I'm really busy and there's only one of me. So if you guys are wanting to make sure that you have questions or anything like that, you want to be able to get one-on-one with me, you need to make sure that, one, you're drinking Shakeology every single month. Secondly, you're helping at least 3 to 5 people every single month. And those people, I will reward a 1 hour of my time to sit down and answer any questions you guys might have. But we'll be ending the call right now. I just want to say thanks to everybody who were able to jump in. If you guys have any questions, make sure to ask on Team Lovingood page and listen to a recording. I love you guys, and I hope you're having an amazing, amazing week. And take care, guys. Love ya.